we all know that the Democratic Party is getting a pretty bad rep right now. In fact, a lot of people are in states, the 30 states that actually register people by party. The Democrats have lost about 2 point something million registrations, while the Republicans have gained about 2 point something million registrations. That's a net of over 4 million shift towards shift towards the Republicans, if you want to kind of look at it that way. But the reality is that's not the real answer. The real answer is a lot of the people that are leaving the Democratic Party are people that are just upset that the party continues to lean more towards the neoliberal side, the establishment side. But the establishment is one thing. People are the next. And if you take a look at what happened in New York with Mamdani, what it proves is that Zoran is absolutely it's a template that we ought to be looking at. He touches all the buttons that all parties, all the people in all parties are looking for. It doesn't matter that the billionaire class are going to try to hit him on being a democratic socialist. That doesn't matter, because what democratic socialism means to America is exactly what they're asking for. Take the names off, take the labels off. The policies that this guy is putting out there, when he articulates them, because he's a very good communicator, that is what the people want. It is a shame that Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, the two leaders of the party, are refusing to wholeheartedly endorse this guy. In fact, they're looking pretty silly. They are not the future of the Democratic Party. The future of the Democratic Party lies with progressives. Punto y final. I want you to listen to this little piece here, and then we'll take it on the other side. It's a very short piece.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been saying, including the New York Magazine, by the way, they had this headline that said the obituaries for the Democratic Party are premature. What is your take on all this?
I think the Democratic Party has a lot of work in front of it. I think the reason a lot of these voters shifted over is for opportunity. I think part of this is Trump is an avatar for them. He stands up for them. The other part of it is that they see the Republicans more generally, and Trump specifically, as a successful businessman who's going to create economic opportunities that allow them to put money on the table for their families. That flies in the face of decades of statistics that show the GDP and the economy has performed better under Democrats, that our economy does better when we embrace diversity, when we embrace inclusion. I think it's also better morally and socially, but you don't have to make that argument on those grounds to people who are put off by that. You can simply say the Democrats have a strong track record of creating opportunities and optimism for people who need it, and get that message out of the hands of the Republicans. I also think that's an animating force in all of this.
So let's be very clear here. There is a Democratic Party, and what the Democratic Party means to the working class, what it means to the middle class. And then there's a Republican Party that survives online, that survives on promising something and delivering everything else delivering all to the wealthy class. That is the choice that we have. All the progressive parties are under the wing of the Democratic Party, like it or not. I mean, that's just in a duopoly. There's not much that is the answer in a duopoly, until within that duopoly we do the necessary steps to change it progressively. So therefore, the demise of the party, premature, yes. How do we move forward? Well, New York, I think, has shown how to move forward. Disregard the billionaires, disregard the establishment, and pick the person who speaks to not only to your heart, but speaks to your financial well-being. And then disregard. Answer vociferously those who try to trip you up, like they've been trying to trip up Mamdani for the longest time. But when you have somebody who can communicate the good that progressives represent, against the lies and the evil of the right and the establishment, against the policies that move things simply to one direction, that's a winning combination every progressive can learn from. And I just watched Mamdani on yet another interview on CNBC. And let me tell you something. If there is one person who knows to communicate the message, it is this guy. And if other Democrats out there, other progressives out there, if they want a template on how to speak on just about every issue, including issues that are anathema to their beliefs, follow that template, because this guy has what it takes.
All of our country's problems, from polarization to ignorance on domestic and international issues to a complete misunderstanding of our economic and healthcare systems, are a direct result of a derelict mainstream media that too often bend over backwards to support corporate or bought politicians' wants as opposed to the people's needs for real information to make their lives better. Independent media is the only solution to inform truthfully and factually. Why? Because our loyalties are to you, the ones who fund us with small dollar contributions and subscriptions. Please consider supporting our independent media platforms by subscribing to our Egberto Off the Record newsletter at politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. Again, that is politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. It's an investment that pays incalculable dividends.